Okay, let's talk through design task number two. So story map sets up the narrative of Gritty is finishing his morning run at the art museum and needs to get to the Wells Fargo Center for puck drop, but he's got two stops that he needs to make, Philadelphia Zoo and the Reading Terminal Market. So this map lays out the geography, and as always, I recommend you do the actual map work here. Click on this link, opens up the map in a new window. Note that each of the landmarks is in its own separate layer here. So Wells Fargo Center down there in the south, it's got its layer, Philadelphia Zoo in the west, and Reading Terminal Market in the east, and of course our starting point, the Art Museum in the middle. So if you start by just looking at linear distances, so let's do some measurements. This is my starting point. So what if I first go to the Reading Terminal Market and then I turn around and go to the zoo and then I head south to the Wells Fargo Center. So that is about 14 and a half kilometers right there. Let's try going the opposite direction. So measurement, starting out, oops, hit that again. Oh, okay. So head to the zoo, then head to Reading Terminal Market, and then we head down to the Wells Fargo Center. So that is less than 11 and a half kilometers. So 14 and a half down to 11 and a half. Definitely, this is the shortest route as a linear distance. So let us now say, well, what about if I got to drive there? So we're going to go back to map tools, and this time we're going to ask for directions, right? Because Gritty is not equipped with a jetpack. He's going to have to get there using the streets. So quickest way to do this is to use this little crosshair tool. So click on that and then say, okay, starting at the art museum. That's my first location. Next location is going to be the zoo. And then add a stop. And let's zoom out on the map. And now say our next stop is the Reading Terminal Market right here. Okay. And then we need to add one more stop. And we're going to zoom out, scooch it up. There we go. And our final destination is Wells Fargo Center right there. So notice how it's not taking us straight down Broad Street. That would be a lot shorter in terms of distance, right? Like the distance of this route is 18 kilometers. But this straight line would obviously be a lot less than 18 kilometers. So why aren't we going that way? It has to do with the time that by going out to 95 and following 95 to south and around back to Wells Fargo Center, it takes 30 minutes versus going straight down Broad Street with all the stoplights and the traffic would take longer than that. And you might wonder, well, wait, what about the alternate route? Well, using the directions tool right here, we can say, well, let's grab this, slide it, swap it around. Okay, so what if you went first to Reading Terminal Market? So you can see we're heading here, and then we're heading to the zoo, and now we're going down the opposite side of Philadelphia to get to Wells Fargo. Well, this is 37 minutes as compared to 30 minutes, and it's now 20.6 kilometers as opposed to, what was that? I think it was 18 kilometers. Yep. Okay, so yeah, this is the shortest route, both in terms of time and in terms of distance, but it is not as short as taking an even longer route going straight down Broad Street. And that is how you do design task number two.